being reduced to 10 men around about the 60th minute, having a away goal, coming away 1-1 and then going to Durban. So for us, I think it's a very good result. Trying to fix it out, fix the country in Durban. So we have Chiefs play. We saw it last time when they were in Durban in Mozambique. They fill up the stadium. So, but for us, we just call on the AmaZulu, the supporters to help us in that regard. But for us, talking about the result in the game, I think in the first half we were very good. We played right through the crease. They found it difficult to contain us at certain moments, and that's where the goal came from. We played right through them. But yeah, then one or two balls over the top, through balls with Ashley, the player running onto it, and it caused some panic buttons to be pressed in defense, and that's how we got back. But we should have remained calm, managed it better, but at least we came in half time with 1-0 up. And then you get the red card, and then for the goal as well, we had numbers around the ball to stop the ball from being crossed, and then it triggered over two players' boots, and we failed there. So luck was on their side to get the equalizer. But for us, yeah, it's a good result.
Okay, thank you. We'll take the first question from the floor. Let me just move the microphone a bit closer to you, coach. Just by show of hands. Oh, the lights are.
Let there be lights.
Seems like there's some change. Thank you very much, stadium management. Can I take the first question? I don't see any hands. Tsepo? I've noted you, Lorenz.
Thanks. Coach Sebo from ENCA. On the balance of play, yes, you mentioned the red card might have affected your guys, but was the strategy today not to lose the match?
No, it's AmaZulu's 90th birthday. We wanted to win the game. We wanted to win the game today. We came out here to get the result, to get advantage to take away, to take home. With being reduced to 10 men, you have to protect what you have. You are man down, and you don't come to Chief and open up the game and try and still get another goal. No, we have to protect. Defending is an art. People mistake it by parking the bus. Defending takes so much. It takes a lot of energy, patience, discipline, seeing a lot of things as well. So I'm proud with the boys in that regard. We still managed to come out. Larry Ballard did fantastically well with calming things down. Major, when he came on as well, ran in behind him as well, but we were man down. Against Chiefs, you have a goalkeeper that distribute from far as well. So it's not easy. It's not easy. I know anybody that expected us to come and still go toe to toe with the man down. I don't know, they're all Chiefs supporters then.
All right, thank you, Coach. Lorenz, please here.
Coach Lorenz here from the Disky Times. There was a lot of action off the pitch after the final whistle and during the game. Victor Gomes was confronting you on your bench a lot. What was that all about? Where did it spark?
Look, when there's a certain what happened between me and Victor, but Victor is always a spectacle around. Always. He sent Keegan Buchanan off the pitch for a broken sock. Man, while Keegan is off the pitch, George Maluleka is down. So I'm shouting at George because if you're gonna get treatment, you're gonna go off the pitch. That's a rule. You get treatment, you go off. So then I'm 2 men down. I'm shouting at George, get up. He books me. I don't know. So we're not allowed to coach. We're not allowed to speak to players. He wants to control everything. Let him control everything then. So we're there as well. Gabadino didn't deserve to get sent off. The official told him to put on a shirt. He delayed, and then the red card. Come on. Zulu, soft yellow card as well. So I don't want to speculate to anything. I don't want to even comment more about it, but it was blatant for everybody to see. Thank you.
All right, do we have any other questions? I see Sihle there, Colin, and we'll come back to you too.
Sihle from the side. Coach, next up is Richards Bay on Wednesday. We'll be without Zulu and Hango. How are you going to approach that one without those two key players? And how relieved are you that by the time of the second leg, Hango and Zulu will be back? We have already said they are suspected.
I think the second leg already, I think with the result, with the emotions, with everything, I think the second leg is going to be a very intense affair. I think it's just sets us up for a very good second leg, like a spectacle for the performance, for the supporters and for the sponsors as well. But for us, Wednesday, Mauritius Bay, 72 hours until we play that game. It's a massive game for us. It's a derby as well. We want to win it, but we get home a Monday and a Tuesday on camp and then Wednesday we play. It's going to be a hectic schedule for us. It's 8 games in 3 weeks. We lost Zulu now. We lost Gabatino now. And Tuli is a long-term injury, so yeah, we are back against the wall. But if you're good enough coach, you will manage the process. You will see what's available, and you will make a plan, and that's what we aim to do. It's not going to be an easy game against Richards, where you have Mamela, you have some technical staff members from AmaZulu also that's coming on Wednesday. So it's never going to be an easy game. But Billy Kawuns, we'll see what's available. And even tomorrow it's too soon to tell because of the late onset of stiffness, muscle fatigue and issues like that. So you have to really see on Tuesday who's available for that game. But it's upon us. They didn't play at all this weekend. But for us it's to manage and see what we do on Wednesday.
Okay, let's move on to Colin.
Coach, I'm happy for the draw, I have to say. But the technical intelligence and emotional intelligence of players coming out of that emotion that ended up the game with red cards and yellow cards. What does this mean to young players approaching the game of this magnitude?
Yeah, I wasn't close enough. Me and Arthur was having a nice calm conversation here, and we just saw the commotion from far. But eccentric, the game is emotional and we need to be in control of it at all times as well. I'm not sure who was involved. I didn't see it. I was too far, like I said. Art and even Vino was standing there close by. We were nice and calm and we just observed it. But it's after. I can't comment much about it. But players should be in control of their emotions, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, we're gonna take the last round. Let me just check. Is the coach audible?
Yeah.
Are you guys okay? Perfect. Maskepe here. I've noted you, Kamu, as well. Let's go to and Temba as well.
Coach, you said that on your opening statement that you said you sort the country out in Denver. Do you feel you were a bit lucky to actually get away with a draw today? And also, there was a situation when you still have a full complement of players, and you are taking players who would hardly come back into the midfield to come and help in defense, especially when Kaizer Chiefs had the ball in their center mid. Is there something that you saw? What's your reaction to it? Because it allowed them more time on the ball when they were trying to build their attack.
You're absolutely right. There's so much time in the last third on the ball to put in a few crosses. My wingback should have done better to stop the crosses from coming in, even the goal. But I think we contained them. I think they found it very difficult when we build up. First off, we played right through them, and that's how the goal came as well, like I said. But once you 10 men down against the likes of Chiefs, you're always going to struggle. You have to play a bit longer, you have to play through the press, because once you're man down, opposition is going to press you high. They're going to force you to do things that you don't want to. But that was our aim with bringing Mazura on as well, because he will run behind the defense. He's good at holding the ball as well, and we got it into him. The link-up play with Lenny Valia as well, calming it down. But then 1 or 2 wrong decisions, then they go back on the counter. But like I said, we were organized, we were disciplined. It's just they had too much time on the ball to actually put the ball in the box here.
Okay, wrapping up, Kamu, quick one, since the coach needs to leave. Temba, you will have the last question.
Coach Kamkhel Mkhalef of FM Sports. Coach, you played Kaizer Chiefs in the league 2 weeks ago. You played them today. Would you say that your performance from the players has improved from the first time when you met and now? And what are the positives that you are taking from these 2 encounters going into the second leg?
No, I don't think there's much improvement. To be honest, I expect much more from the players, and that's the demands I place on them as well. They're very demanding on themselves as well. There's so much more that AmaZulu can give at this moment. With the rotation of players, with the injuries, with the suspensions as well, we can't be that consistent. The lineup changes all the time. Zulu's out now, so we're looking at who's coming in. Gaba's gone now, we have to look who's coming in again. Quim was suspended before this. And our front three, that's a change there. Ntuli is gone. Our midfield, yes, we have Larry Balja back now, but George has been kicking on for all the games now. Kicking Buchanan as well, and we saw him getting tired at one stage now. But we're facing an even more daunting period with 8 games in 3 weeks. So yeah, it's taxing at the moment, but we will really see how our depth is at this moment. We will really see on Tuesday who's available. Luckily we have Quim back for Wednesday, but that's about it. I'm happy with the result. I'm happy going away. And somebody said unlucky with the draw, but Chiefs is at home. I'm away from home, so I'll take the point. But I'm okay.
Okay, last one, quick one, Timber.
I just had the coach saying you'll take a point. It was a cup game.
Sorry, cup game, yeah. Thank you.
Let's fix you while you fix the
Yeah.
Coach, just Sekota has always been a menace to your defense. And Verriega at some stage we knew that it was coming. Why didn't you do the changes in defense, looking at how they were pressing him on his side? And the second one, Coach, just a quick one as well. Your name has been associated with coaches that are going to lose their jobs anytime soon. How much of that matters to you?
No, I honestly, it doesn't matter for me with me. My faith and my guide me in that regard. No man will provide for me. The Almighty look at me. He will provide for me. If one door closes, another one will open. But the president of the club has assured me that I have his backing. So I'm not worried about anybody. And Farpost actually apologized for that post they sent out.
Who?
Farpost. They broke the story. That there's the country now saying I'm under pressure and I'm losing my job. They phoned to apologize, the media department and to myself as well. The sources can't be confirmed and it's blatant lies. So I'm not under pressure. Sekota, KZ, yeah, played under me. I love the boy as well, but it was a soft yellow card on Zulu, both. So yeah, we managed it, we knew what he was gonna do. We tried to turn him inside, he still came around, but that's KZ, I know him like that as well. There's so many players in the Chiefs camp that I know. I brought George Maslau back from Europe to come and play for me at Swallows. Maslatsa gave him a chance from Tax. Ngobo found him walking on the streets from Ntugati and brought him in his end of the season. So there's many Chiefs players that I know, but I love them all.
Coach, thank you very much. Let's end here.
Thank you.
90 minutes.
Yeah, I think we started very slow, very slow. We gave them, time and space on the ball from their build-up, and from those build-ups you could see actually, there was a warning. They had about 2 chances that they could have, capitalized on the create before they scored the goal, and then after conceding a goal, it was more like a wake-up call, which is a worrying factor. On our side, it was something that we've been working on to start on a high note. Yeah, we conceded a goal, and then we showed a little bit of aggression. Then we created a number of chances, couldn't capitalize. In the second half, I think we came back even more stronger, but still, we're not really hard enough, to make our life easier. We are still going into the second half.
Alright, thank you, Coach. We'll take questions from the floor. Just waiting for hands. I'm trying to see new hands. Okay, let's start with Karamu here.
to ask about Novo. Obviously, we saw the touches that he made when he came on. He's graceful on the ball. He's beautiful on it as well. And we know what he's been through over the last couple of weeks. What type of support has the club given him, and especially knowing the relationship that you have with him from the DDC, MTC, if you like. So how have you, as well as the club, supported him through this difficult time in recent weeks? Thank you.
We've got programs that are helping individuals in his situation, and he's responding positively, and that is why we have to bring him on with the hope that he can also change the complexion of the game. He's one player that's got football brains. He's more of a thinker, and the more he's on the field, he's more happier. So you could see he's not 100% himself, but yes, we're playing our role as well as coaches to help him, to give him a helping hand and lift him up. And we know, as I said, he has responded positively so far, and as the time goes on, I think he'll be much better.
Moving right. Oh, you already have the mic there, Jermaine. And Pendulu will be up next.
Coach, it must have been very frustrating for you when your strikers were missing those. Ashley had the one-on-one, Caleb had about 3 chances. So there's a school of thought that says you could have won this game easily 4-1, 5-1. Was it frustrating for you seeing the lack of finishing from your strikers today?
Not really, a game of football, you create chances, and score, it's a game of mistakes. It's a game that teaches you, to rectify your mistakes, and we obviously gonna go back to training and try and polish our finishing, because like you said, had we taken our opportunities that we created today, could have been a different ball game altogether going to the second leg, So yeah, we will have to dig deeper now, even more deeper, to score goals in depth. But with the way they exerted themselves, I cannot fault them. I think they gave their all. It's worse when you get into the field, you don't create those chances at all. So they created space, they ran into the right places, spaces at the right time, and it was just execution that let us down, but yeah, others were, the keepers as well, made good saves. So as I've been saying, on the right track, and I'm not gonna now press the panic buttons because I will miss chances today. I think we created a lot of chances, and we'll work on it, and we'll come back and come back very strong.
Coach, Pendulu, sorry. Coach, speaking of being on the right track, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Dove's second appearance today. How much do you think he improved from his game against SuperSport United, and also in the midfield? Do you think Njabulu Blom is sufficient enough to hold the midfield position for the club to create more spaces and intercept the transitions with the opponents, and then is he fit enough and ready to go in that position? Because I know sometimes he plays right back, sometimes he plays in the midfield, but then holding it really plays so well today. Do you think that going forward to in the season he'll be much better? Thank you.
Yeah, can you remind me the first one?
Dove.
Yeah, you must have seen, from SuperSport. Yes, maybe in the SuperSport game he made a few mistakes, and it looked like he was a bit shaky. And obviously, when we brought him in, he was going to compete as a left fullback. But he's got the quality, and you must have seen it today. Even the game against SuperSport, he gave us a very, very good balance because he's a left-footed player, and that has been our problem. It made us predictable in the past games, more especially when we were building up for the oppositions to close the spaces, So we don't want to just kick the ball forward. We want to build up from the back. We want to find, the holes and exploit those, spaces, because we've got quick explosive players, up front. But you must know how to use them and when to, to play the ball to them. So, yeah, I think he has given us the balance that we've been looking for. For me today, I think he was one of the men of the match players. I think that he played very well. He was very, very strong on the ball, was aggressive, and I can't remember him losing the ball. Maybe once, the entire 90 minutes. And yeah, going to Njabulo, he's been doing very well. Obviously, as much as we're looking for perfection, there'll always be mistakes, and we can work on those mistakes.
All right, Temba is up next. Will be followed by Laurent.
Luckily, coach, it was the follow-up question about Jabulo. Knowing your history with him, how far is his story with renewal, and how much of a damage has that done to you as a boy that you brought up from Ekasi to see him where he is today, and then somebody else wants to take over? Where are you in the picture, and what have been your conversations with him? Because it's just still hanging, nothing has been said.
Yeah, look, I'll leave that one for the team to deal with it. I'm not that much worried. Obviously, we want to see him in the field. He's got the qualities. We know Njabulo since he was 15 years old, actually 14 years old when he came to Kaizer Chiefs. So unfortunately, these things do happen where they want people that can represent them. So I'll leave that one. I'd like to deal with it. As a coach, I'll always want to see Njabulo playing football and succeeding in football, because he's very, very talented.
Laurent, you next.
Coach, when the start of the season, you said Ashley Dupree is one of the best players you've seen in training, and he said he agrees with you when you say he's one of the best players. But we know he's a confidence player. So him and Sapota went to Bafana, they came back, but clearly one came back with more confidence than the other. So has that been affecting him, or has he said anything about what happened at Bafana that maybe he's taken his focus a little bit off?
Not really, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, he's a strong character. He's one boy that I believe in him. We all believe in him. We know that he's gonna get it right at some point. And as I've been saying, football is a game of mistakes, and there are times when things are not going your way. And as a coach, what do I do? The only thing that I have to do is to lift him up. Is to work on him. To improve his game, and he's easy to work with. Player. He's focused. So he's. The other day, I think maybe the past 2 weeks, it was other players who were not, when they were trying their level best, but the form was a little bit, deeply. And what do I do again as a coach? So it's our role now to help them, work on their strength, to make sure that they cover their weaknesses. So Ashley is one of those players that I believe is going to get it right. He's going to score many goals this season. I do believe in him, and he's going to get it right. He's going to bounce back very strong.
Okay, last round of questions. Let's move to the left-hand side. Tsepo, ECA.
Thanks, Coach. This month especially, there's going to be a lot of games for clubs and obviously for Chiefs also up next. Swallows set up in the stadium and managing the players, and your thoughts on Swallows are under pressure also. The results are not coming. Thank you.
Yeah, look, actually tomorrow we have a region, then Tuesday is match day -1. So it's a case of managing players more than anything else. We have Swallows, we have Stellenbosch in Cape Town. Then after Stellenbosch, at least we will have that 1 week where we can try and recharge our batteries fully, for the next game. So I'm not that much worried. I think we prepared, very well for these back-to-back games. So yeah, we will be ready for Swallows. well. Unfortunately, today we couldn't get the desired results, and we're gonna have to go to Topsonville and make sure that we grind the results.
Okay, see a new hand there, Mhleni, and is it Brani? You will have the last question.
Coach, this tournament, or maybe a cup, has only 4 games. 8 million at stake as well as great pride. What is your promise to the fans with just 2 matches left now for you?
I'm glad that you just said 2 matches. So that means we'll play the last one, the second leg in Durban, then we'll go to the final. So that will be the second one. So that's what we want to do. That's what I cannot say we're hoping. We can't keep hoping. We want to win. And you must have seen today we're just unfortunate not to take our chances. And we can go to Durban and create chances. And this time around, we want to take them, and we're gonna have to obviously polish our finishing. And because today, when you look at today's game, AmaZulu, as much as they also did well, but they didn't pose any dangers. More especially second half. First 20 minutes, yes, but after that it was only us. We just did not take our chances. So just wanna have to make sure that we keep our boys fresh and make them aware and work on our mistakes and polish our finishing. And then I think the more we minimize our mistakes, the better for us. And we'll get it right. I'm not even worried about that one. What I'm happy about is that you've already given us, that luck. When you said 2 games, so that means we'll play that one against AmaZulu, then we'll wait for whoever that wins in the final. So thanks for it.
All right, last question at the back.
Coach, of late, you prefer to put the will on the bench. And he's a crowd favorite, he's a season player.
I'm
saying of late,
yes,
you've opted to keep Dole on the bench as and he's a favorite. He's a friend's favorite. He's a season player of fine pedigree. Can you spin what we don't know and tell us if his fitness is questionable at training or he's coming from fatigue? Just tell us why you do that.
It boils down to competition in this question.
He's writing very quick.
Yeah,
he's taking the notes.
Yeah, it boils down to competition in the squad right now. Ashley, obviously, apart from missing the goal scoring opportunities, Flat isn't doing well. For the fact that he got into those positions, unfortunately, he couldn't take them, but he come right. Sekhota has been doing very well. That is why 2 of them being called to the national team. So there's competition for places.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. I will end it here. Thank you to all members of the media for joining us. Thank you.